For the longest time, we were just building businesses and we weren't even thinking about our health physically. How did we let it get so bad?
Because we're in survival mode. Hello, my name is John.
And I'm Nikki, and we are the bosses next door.
Yep. Today we're talking about building a business and on the toll it takes on your body if you're really not paying attention. Fair enough?
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Because why? What happens in the beginning?
I don't know.
What happens in the beginning of the business, right? You're just trying to pay the bills.
Yeah, you're not thinking about what you're eating. You're not thinking about your activity. You're just thinking about, did the kids get to school? Did they eat today? Did the people get paid? All the things.
Did we forget to pick a kid up?
Yeah.
All the things. Do we have all the people on the schedule? Have we done all the jobs? Did we bill correctly? Do we have the estimates going out? Everything that's on your shoulders, especially when you start and we don't know what you don't know.
That part.
Right?
Yes.
And I think there's a point in time. Well, did you have a point in time when you just look back and like, dang, man, we haven't done anything for ourselves, like health-wise?
I was never super out of shape or anything like that, so I never really thought about my health in general, right?
Yeah.
I could eat what I wanted. I had high metabolism or whatever, and life was just good. And I didn't think there was anything wrong. Remember that?
Yeah.
And then I went with you to the doctor, and that's when we found out that we both had some, I want to say it's older age stuff coming into play, but everything catches up with you, I guess.
Yeah, I think I was just, I put on about 100 pounds.
It's crazy to look back.
Because it was go time. It was like going through fast food, working nonstop, just go, 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 go. You don't have time to stop and eat, so you just grab and go. And it's just like that, snacks in the truck or whatever. So because we wouldn't stop for jobs. Here in Arizona, we're in a habit of, and it's continued as we've grown, but man, you eat in between jobs, little snacks. You eat a heavy meal, man, it just takes you out, especially because of the heat.
Yeah.
And so I was in that mode for a long, long time. And then you get yourself off the truck. Then you move over to, for me, it was irrigation, but I was still doing everything else. Then I got moved into the office. Along with going stir crazy, you have the same habit, right?
Yeah.
You got to go, go, go. Even though you're at the desk and you're like doing all your routing, you're estimating and talking with the customers, I think it just creeps up on you.
Right.
You get to the point you're like, okay, man, I stabilized and okay, we have some success here, right? And then you're just worn out. You just feel worn out, but are you worn out because you're just tired from the grind, or you wore out because your body has just been neglected for so long?
Right.
Fair?
Yeah. And I don't remember what it was that brought you to the doctor. Oh, I do. You didn't feel good after the trip.
Yeah, we went to the academy trip.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really sick for 2 or 3 weeks. Couldn't figure it out. Just felt like I had like a crazy body like hangover.
Yeah, not like fever sick or anything.
Yeah.
You just didn't feel good.
Yeah. And so we went to we made a choice to go to a naturopath because I just wanted to I didn't want to have a bunch of pills I had to take. So go to a naturopath, all that stuff, and then what you lead forward is, man, you have 2 choices.
Right.
Right? We had success in the business, and then this guy, John, that we watch from Superhuman, he talks about, man, you can go rent a watch or buy a watch, but you can't, like, your body, you have to earn that. Right?
Yeah.
And that stuck with me.
Yeah.
And so then I gained a program, and it was like, man, I looked like Skeletor for a minute, got super skinny.
Yeah.
And then build back up, but like how much better I felt. And then even you're like, oh man, you came along the journey with me. You weren't like, this sucks. It was like, oh yeah, you know what? I have some things I have to work on too. Having Hashimoto's, and it just makes you tired all the time, right?
Yeah. And it's crazy as so many people have it. So many people have a thyroid issue.
Yeah.
There has to be a reason behind that. But yes. And so I am tired a lot.
Yeah. So you're tired, and then you're trying to work through that, and you're trying to understand it. And then it's, okay, we can let this continue, and we can shorten our life, our quality of life, or we can hit it head on. And best of both worlds. I think if somebody if you work out and you're in shape, you're more confident. It's easier to talk for leads and customers, and because you have this confidence about you. Versus, I think you have a tendency not to be as outgoing or confident when you're not in good shape. And it's like the way you dress. Do you comb your hair? Do you get haircuts? How do you present yourself? I think all comes along with that. Is that fair?
Yeah.
Because, jeez, man, I look like a rag doll half the time when we first started, but
Again, survival mode.
survival mode. So what is your, I think that's the part that nobody tells you, right?
Yeah.
They just, start a business, do all these great things, this, that, and the other. One, it's not that easy.
Right.
Two, you have a tendency to neglect yourself. Even though Jonathan talked about it.
Yeah, he mentioned it well, he didn't mention it. He discussed it deeply when you guys were in academy.
Yeah.
And I remember hearing it, and I was just, at that time, it made sense, but it didn't resonate.
Exactly right.
Because it was like, well, we just got to implement all these things and the marketing and the 9-arounds and all the things we had to do. But then there was this health piece, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, I'm good.
In my head, I was always like, I look good enough.
Yeah.
I look fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know, it's just crazy.
Yeah.
What does that actually health thing look like for you right currently?
Well, our journeys are completely different.
That's right.
You're extreme, and I'm definitely not as extreme. I'm definitely more balanced. But for me, it's just been like, okay, so with the Hashimoto's, mine wasn't bad enough to where I had to be on medication every day. So that's a blessing by itself. But she did say that, the doctor, that I needed to do gluten-free, dairy-free, and cut out a couple other things, right? So started doing that. And I would say in the beginning, I didn't really notice that I felt any different because I didn't notice how bad I felt anyways.
Yeah.
It was just always go mode, and there's no
absolutely.
quit. So if I didn't feel good, okay, just still had to make it happen,
Yeah.
right? So now it's probably been a few years that I've been gluten-free, dairy-free for the most part, because there's always something that's got something in
catch
it.
Yep.
You can talk about that,
Yeah.
and then you'd be like, ooh, that's off. That was
Yeah.
my coffee the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah, so making those changes, I think, helped a ton. I also started using the Ladder app for my workouts because I did not know how to work out. I was never
Yeah.
that kid that took gym. I
Yeah.
only took dance. And then when I'd go to the gym with you, because when you started your journey, I didn't think anything was wrong with me. And I was like, I'll just go and have my food sensitivity and my blood work
Yeah.
done just for giggles. And that's when the doctor was like, actually, you have Hashimoto's, and this
Yeah.
is on and this is wrong. And what? So I thought I was fine.
Yeah.
So then go with you to the gym, and I was like, okay, well, I don't know how to use any of these machines.
right.
I don't want to use any of these. It's 4:00 in the morning, and I feel like people are staring at me. Nobody's looking at me. There's all of 4 of us in there.
That's right.
But you showed me how to use everything, and I learned. And so with my app, it's really cool because I can change teams. So I was in a team that used machines, learned how to do it. Then I went back to stuff that I like to do, like just dumbbells, right? Then I did some kettlebell, and then now I'm back to dumbbells, but I can throw in machines when I want to because you taught me how.
Yeah.
So mine is, if you do 3 times a week, then you're crushing your goals. But I'm not strict about that because I will do one full body workout, and then I'll do a walk and count it, and then I'll do breathing and meditation and count it, and that's my 3, and I still keep my streak.
Which is cheating.
It's not cheating, but you are way more extreme. So what do you do?
Well, I think for me, it's like knowing something was wrong, going and getting checked out, not realizing that I was allergic to everything, and then inflammation was like through the roof. And I think for me, it was like, most people don't change. And if you're going to change, mostly it's women. So like, you keep down this path. You had made a comment this weekend. We had a picture showed up, and it was like me right before Chubby John version with chicken wings or something. And you're like, man, if we didn't have these food restrictions, we would probably go slide back into that. And I think you're right.
I think
Like,
we would.
I went in, and she's like, man, you're poisoning yourself. And I was like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
And then she's like, man, you're allergic to beef, wheat, yeast, gluten, dairy,
That's
and
it.
soy. And I was like, what? Like, what do you eat? So I just took an extreme measure because, one, I didn't like the fact that she said, basically, you're not going to be able to do it. And I'm like,
Challenge.
yeah, challenge accepted. And I went right off the cuff. Side note, don't cut out all that stuff because you do have withdrawals from those types of food, dairy and those kind of things, and that was brutal.
Yeah, she was surprised that you cut them all of them at once.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So there's that part of it, right? And then the other part is I'm going to go to CrossFit, you're going to do whatever. And I decided to join this group called Superhuman, and it's expensive and it's not for everybody, but I wanted to go there because it's other business owners. And it was a great connection to get in there because you get to understand, and these guys are running huge companies in there, and not so huge companies. And then John would talk about what you look like, and it makes a big difference, and like representing yourself. And I think that really resonated with me. And then they are very not. It is pretty hard. Like, man, I weigh all my food still. I do all, but I feel like I'm in really good shape.
It's been like 3 years, and I'm like, you can look at food and know how much to eat, and you still weigh everything.
I got goals.
I know.
But it's like I do. I weigh everything. I track everything in a food planner. I work out consistently. I walk 10 to 12,000 steps a day. One of our daughters and I started running. We're prepping for a 5K because why not? And it's just challenging myself, essentially.
Yeah.
And I think that part is like, I do have more confidence, right? And I think I'm a confident person.
You've always been confident.
Yeah, but that is
to a fault.
To a fault. But I think it's really resonated within our companies too, because even people who start here and they're not very healthy, or they don't think about working out, they all start
to be conscious about
it. And it's not because I'm like, hey, are you doing this? It's this. I don't know. Because I put that in the forefront of what I'm doing.
Right.
Fair?
Oh, yeah. Because even the other day, they're like, we brought donuts in, but we know you and John won't eat them, but they're there.
Yeah.
It's good for everybody else.
Absolutely. But it's the clarity that you have.
Right.
It's like being healthy and running a healthy business is, I really do. People used to talk about it like, oh, okay. There's a real correlation to that.
I think so.
There really is. Mm-hmm. And if you look at our year at Little John's, we're in a crazy growth right now, and it just keeps going. And our profits are amazing, and our growth is amazing, and the amount of work we have coming in. But a lot of that has to do with our health. I really, really do believe that. And so, and for me, it's the regiment. Right? It's the regiment of being here, doing this all the time. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
Right? Do you find that same? I know you're not nearly as like what I am, but like, I find for you go like, you'll go like pretty hard like on stuff, and like, oh yeah, I'm doing this, and then you'll start to slack out and she's like, don't look at me. And I'm like, okay. Right. But
I don't completely give it up.
Absolutely.
Right. So I'm always still in it, and I like to be able to do it on my terms, my way.
Yeah.
So I mean, I know you're going to walk every morning. Cool. I'll walk when I feel like it.
I ask like, no.
Yeah. Sometimes I don't mind walking with you, but sometimes it's just like me and the headphones. Like, that's just where I need to be.
Yeah. And I think the other thing too is if you're not charging your body and you're charging yourself, like it's hard to give that output all the time. We're 14 years into it, right? To give that output that your business needs and their team needs, you have to have that energy to do so.
And a side note to that, because we are on a health journey and we're trying to eat right and live right and all the things, we never miss work unless it's a planned time off. We are not sick. I think at this point I get sick like maybe once a year. And when I was younger, it was like twice a year. I'd get like crazy sinus.
Yeah.
But I think we get sick like once a year. And I have people that work for us at all the companies, and they're just like sick. I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I think there's a part of you that feels you're invincible when you're young. But I think as you get older, you have to take better care of yourself, and your body just doesn't. You have the outliers, right? People are out drinking every day and they live to 110, but that's not common.
Yeah.
Right? Now that we're older and getting older, the grind of what we're doing, you have to have a better regiment, right? You have to be better at really making time for yourself.
Yeah, more intentional about your health.
Yeah, intentional. I'm going to slide that one in there. Yeah. But I think there's irony, right? So the irony is that you build this business, right? You take all this time to build this business, but the business, if you're not taking care of yourself, is wearing you down, is grinding you out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that part, I think people don't think about. Because you're going to turn around and you're old and you're falling apart. And yeah, the business has done something, hopefully. But it's like, it's taken everything from you too. It's taken your health from you, right? Because you're so focused on growing something and taking care of the people. I think that was the big part for me is, oh my gosh, man, I've neglected me for a long time. Sleep is incredibly important. I'm on a very strict regimen, like when I go to bed. Mm-hmm. Is that fair? Mm-hmm. And I think it's been like a huge game changer to me. I go to bed at 8 o'clock at night. I wake up at 3 in the morning. I walk at 10 to 12,000 steps. I work out. Very consistent. What I eat is very consistent. But it's made a huge difference in our business and our businesses. It's opened up opportunities we probably wouldn't have had before, because I think you kind of get a fog, right? I used to have brain fog big time, and it was just be like, man, what the heck? What was I just talking about? What was just happening? And my health has gotten better, and I've recognized the things that created brain fog. And man, I don't take a lot of supplements, but I do take creatine and those kind of things. And I'm like, man, what a difference it has made. And so I think that though it's very important to build the business, you can't neglect yourself. And I know all the youngins out there, all the young people are going to be like, yeah, whatever, man. I'm telling you, I thought the same dang thing.
Yeah.
And I think it just creeped up on us. Right?
Yeah.
And I think even for my dad had a heart attack early in life, and he owned multiple businesses, and he was just, dude, it's the grind. You don't realize how much stress is being put on yourself every day in, day out. And you have to take care of yourself to prevent some of that.
Right.
Right. You have to have an outlet, maybe. Right.
Yeah.
My outlet isn't drinking and all the stuff, right? Our outlet, honestly, we go hang out in the weekend and we talk about work and we talk about business. And side note, she's brought that up most of the time in the evenings and the weekends.
Wow.
But that's what it is, right? It's like we are intentional about what we're doing, and I think we're we're 49, but we're way healthier now than probably a couple years ago.
And part of it we didn't know, right? How many business owners out there are just doing everything every day and don't know what to do for their health? We didn't know until we were like diagnosed with stuff. And then you're like, okay, now I have to make changes. Yeah. We all know about the food pyramid, right? And
which is
not right anymore, right? But there's all these things. Like I said, I didn't know how to use the machines at the gym. So there's factors for everyone that contribute how you're going to live your life. And I was like, okay, 4 basic food groups, we're good. Not realizing I don't need to eat 3 servings every time it's dinner, but I don't eat all day. Stuff like that, right?
Right.
You're super consistent about eating at strategic times, not so much snacking in between, but you're really good about that, where I'm still off balance with how I look, and so then I don't eat as much as I should. Yeah. Right.
Yeah. But and then I think the other thing is, I think we mentioned a little bit, or touched on it earlier, is but your business performance, right? If you're in good shape and health and you're like on it, your business will thrive from it. Right?
Yeah.
Because nobody gives a crap about you more than you should about yourself, right? And if
I don't know, you give a good amount of crap about me.
I love you to death. Absolutely.
So I think we do care about each other, maybe more than ourselves at times.
Except she's like, hey, you want some more Oreos? Gluten-free Oreos.
Side note,
gluten-free Oreos are banging. They are. They're so good. They're probably better than regular Oreos.
At this point, yes, because we've trained ourselves to believe that.
Well, maybe that's true.
Yeah.
But I think that, obviously I care about my family, but you have to take care of yourself. You have to be willing to say no. You know what? I'm not going to do this, that, or the other, right?
Yeah. And I think also a piece to that too is like right now, hot topics, hot takes, people are talking about pretty privilege. And I believe that's real. It definitely is a thing. But I think it also equates to business. And again, how you're presenting yourself when you're networking, when you're talking to people. Did you come put together? Do you look good? Did you do all the things to make sure you're a polished package? I think that speaks volumes, and that starts with, do you look the part?
Well, look at if you go and you show up to a bid, or you're on the phone, or you're meeting a contractor or contractors, are you going to take the contractor that looks like he's just rolled his ass out of bed, right? Doesn't care. He might be amazing at his job. Or do you look at the guy who's well put together, looks you in the eye, like shakes your hand, right? And you're like, okay, you give that person a little more, like, okay, maybe this is maybe the way I want to go, right?
Yeah.
Because they took the time, they care about how they look.
And how they're representing the company.
Absolutely right.
Yeah. So.
There's a reason why if you have a service-based company, you need to have your truck's all ID'd the same. You need to make sure the guys are wearing uniforms. You need, like, all of the little things makes a big difference.
Right.
Right. And so, like, that's with your health, right? If you, we talk about this with the guys outside all the time, man, how you hold yourself is everything. Right. Mm-hmm. And so I think that is something you really, like, health is a big part. And look, being young, I get it. But as you get older, right?
Not invincible anymore.
Man, I still think I'm a little invincible.
That goes with your confidence.
Hey. Yeah, and then I think the other thing is you can't pour from an empty tank. If you wear yourself out and you ground yourself to nothing, like, you can't, what else do you have to give? What else do you have to give to your employees, to your customers, everything?
Yeah.
You don't have anything, because if you're not taking care of yourself, you have nothing to reserve.
Right.
And I think that part is reality. How long have we been, like, healthy was like 3 years, 4 years, something like that now?
Your health journey?
Yeah.
It's probably 4 now.
Yeah. So, like, before that, like, I didn't realize how awful I felt all the time.
We didn't realize how big you were at the time.
Thanks a lot.
No.
Thanks a lot.
Even the kids, like, will look at pictures and be like, dang, look at Dad. We just didn't see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very true. It's just super interesting to kind of see how it all comes together, right? And there's still balances we're still trying to figure out, right? There's still things that I just cannot at my current moment let myself just food loose and fancy free.
Yeah, we don't want to fall back into old habits, but like you said, the good part about that is we do have dietary restrictions, so we can't eat everything.
Yeah, and I think weirdly that's probably a blessing, because I think I love pizza and wings way too much. Is that fair?
Yes. Too. I miss a good pizza with some real cheese, but hey.
Oh my gosh. And I think don't wait for a health scare. Like, be proactive. For the young people out there, man, it's never easier to be in shape than right now, right? And then you build on that, and as you're in shape, man, that's going to carry you. That's investing in yourself for down in the future, right? Mm-hmm. Alex Hormozy talks about, like, man, they've worked out all this time, and he's in great shape. He doesn't work out as often, as my understanding, because he put deposits in that bank for years and years and years, right?
Yeah.
And he's reaping the reward.
Right.
So do that now, so in the future, and if you're not in good shape, like, there's avenues to go. There's so much information out there now. Mm-hmm. There's so many groups you can join. There's the Superhumans, it is expensive, but you're going to be introduced to a different level of people. Some guys that are have done very, very well for themselves. Or you're going to be introduced to, or go like Nikki does the app. She loves the ladder app, and that works out really well for her. And we have people here that literally pull stuff off of YouTube, and they ask Google and their ChatGPT and everything, right?
Yeah.
There's so much information out there now. You just have to figure out what workout regimen works best for you, and then what your goal is. Set a goal for yourself. My goal last year was dumb. We went to Coachella, and I was like, I want to be in good shape with Coachella. We left Coachella last year. I'm like, oh, hell no. I want to be in way better shape than I was this year. And I think I put on 10 or 15 pounds of muscle, which is hard. I look way different than what I look like one year to the other. Fair?
Yeah.
I worked my butt off because I did not. I was like, now these people are half my age.
Half your age.
And really good shape. Even my son, who's 19, was like, dang, these people are in crazy shape.
There was a lot of people in good shape, but you were in great shape.
Yeah.
Like, you looked really good at Coachella. You still do, but
yeah.
What's the next goal?
I'm going to be in better shape next year.
And I'm just going to plateau.
No, I think for me, that's why I run the 5K. I want to do it before I turn 50, just to say I did. Now, we've already ran one. We've actually ran a couple of them, just in practicing, right?
Right.
And I'm running with our daughter, and I really enjoy running I actually don't like running at all. I really enjoy the process that I'm doing that with our daughter, Dorsey. It's been a lot of fun.
Because I'm pretty sure she doesn't enjoy running either.
No, we both grumble, and then we start. And she is a natural runner.
You guys are great.
What's that?
You guys are great.
It's been fun. Our kids are older. It's fun to get together with them and be able to experience those things. And it's great. I think the other thing is not work. We went to Coachella. For all who doesn't know Coachella it's a lot of fun. It is primarily younger people. There is older crowds, and I always feel really good when there's people older than us there. But If I wasn't in shape, man, I'd be laying my butt on the grass tired because you're putting some serious steps in
Yeah.
all day, all way deep into the night.
Mm-hmm.
Fair?
Yeah.
And I think we can hang in there like really well. And if you're not in shape, you can't do those things.
Right. Yeah, you'd be tired.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the other thing, take an honest look around. The people that are your age and a little bit older, I know you shouldn't compare yourself, but like, are you living the best version of you? And it doesn't, like, you carry a little weight, that's fine, but are you being active? Are you doing the things you should do, right? Like, they're going to help you in the longevity of life.
Be able to lift heavy things when you're old.
Man.
Right?
Yeah.
That's why we strength train. Actually, it's so my arms look cut. But, you know, I want to be able to lift stuff too.
Yeah. Oh, and this weekend I joined a gym that's right down the street from our office. I've been there like probably a month or two now. But there's a guy there. He's like, oh, I'm competing in this bodybuilding thing. If you want to come by. The guy is 60. Freaking jacked.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right. I had no idea. I mean, you see him with the shirt on. You're like, this dude's in great shape. He goes on stage. And I'm like taking pictures, sending it to Nikki. I'm like, oh, my God. This dude's 11 years older than we are.
Yeah. Great shape.
Man. And not like overly big. He's big, but he's not like overly big. And the other thing too is like, it's so not common that we were there. They introduced the 40 or 50-year-old, 40 plus or 50-year-old, just two guys, and they were in good shape. Then they're like, we're going to introduce, then they call his name out, and he gets on there. Dude, he was better than the dudes that were in their 40s and 50s.
Wow.
And when they announced that he was 60 years old, the crowd lost their freaking mind.
Yeah.
They were like, oh, and then the guy next to me was like, oh my, really? And I was like, oh man, he's at my gym. Can you believe that? And he was just like, oh my gosh, those are goals. I'm like, or something like that. And I was like, heck yeah, man.
It'd be interesting to know what his goal is, aside from being in the competition. Is he doing it for longevity? Is he doing it for aesthetic? What's his real goal?
His goal, I've asked him. So he's a professor at ASU.
Okay.
He's like, man, my students keep me young. Mm-hmm. And he said, man, I do this because I'm afraid I don't want anybody to take care of me. I want to be able to be independent for as long as possible. And I was like, man, that's pretty awesome. Mm-hmm. And he goes, there's days I wake up and then I feel 60. But most of the days I feel pretty good. I was like, dang, man, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Because nobody wants to be taken care of necessarily, right?
Right. I don't.
Yeah.
I want to be able to handle business.
Right.
Yep.
And I think maybe if we weren't sick, we would still be on that path, you think?
Yeah. Always pretty active, but not as active as I needed to be. So I would say we'd still probably be doing something, but not at the level we are now.
Yeah.
Not as dialed in as we are now.
Yeah.
Because this has been years.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It is kind of interesting because, we have our daughters make fun of us when we go out to eat or whatever.
Yeah, we're those people now.
Dietary restrictions, yes, I feel horrible. I'm like, I'm sorry. This is what I can't eat, right? But yes, I do feel bad about that. But the other part is that I have this little tiny scale I whip out. I used to feel like, oh my God, everybody's going to look at me. Nobody is even paying attention.
No, nobody cares.
No. Literally nobody pays attention. And then it's a good feeling when they're like, how old are you guys? Oh my gosh, man, I want to look like you guys when you get older. I've been running with Dorsey. We do this club run on Wednesday nights. It's all young people with the exception of a couple, right?
And you.
And me. I know. Oh, I'm the dad, sorry. But like, I feel that I look as good or better than most of the people there. And it's a good feeling.
Her friends said, they're like, dang, we don't look like your dad when we're that. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. So I think business has a tendency to wear you down. The goal's the goal, right? But you have to. I wish we would have set aside time earlier in life, but we didn't. That's reality.
You don't know what you don't know.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. And I think that now it's okay. We need to talk about it, and we've gotten people to jump on and start the health journey, and it's amazing. It's amazing to see their transformations, and it's awesome. I really, really think that's really awesome.
Yeah.
And I just hope more people can take that journey.
I know a lot of business owners who do this type of journey as well, and they're pretty humble about it, but there's some that aren't. And so really think about what you're doing and what you want to portray to others when you're on the journey and after, right? A lot goes into that, and that we don't have time to side note, but I'm
Wait,
just
are you
saying.
talking about the people who like, oh, look at me, look at me, look at me?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess, but it doesn't have to be said. We see you anyways. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
so we
gotcha.
know that you're working out and you're doing the right things, and that's awesome. But some people take it to another level, and I guess it just depends. But that's not us. We'll stay humble.
Yeah.
You know? So.
Yeah, that's a good point. Well, and then if you're going to be like that, you better stay on track. Because you fall off track and you get all that weight. Like, man, come on, dude.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Stay consistent.
That's right. That's not a Louisiana guy. Come on, dude. Anyways.
I don't know if that was Louisiana.
There was that guy that cooks the whatever. Anyways, hey, thank you so much for listening. Really appreciate it.
Yes.
Yep.
We'll see you on the next one.
See you on the next one.